Hello for the 25th Sunday in Ordinary Time, using the first and third reading. The first from Amos the prophet, which is chapter 8, 4 to 7, and the Gospel Luke 16, 1 to 13. A long title for this homily, and it is this: It seems that evil people are more clever than good people. I think that's the punch of what Jesus was trying to say in the gospel. Good people and evil people, and then it seems like the evil people are more clever than the good people. You think that's true? The church does, I guess, because it even backs it up with the prophet from Amos, and the quote from Amos is about the diminish the effa. Well, what's the effa? Well, it's in when you're selling things and you're selling them by the effa, a half a bushel. Well, probably many even young people don't even know what a bushel is. A bushel of oranges or apples or whatever. And then he also talks about the scales, the shekel. The shekel is 11 grams at one time and 14 grams at another time. Well, with that other standard of measure grams and milligrams and so forth we use in medicine, but not too much in America. But anyway, it's cooking the books and make false weights and things like that. Clever. Well, I say that because I think that's what he's trying to say. And when I made a retreat this week down at Gethsemane, Monday to Thursday, and I came back and I had 3 Lexington Herald Leader papers that I buzzed through quickly. Well, nowadays with the Lexington Herald Leader paper, you can buzz through quickly because it's about that thin, it seems like. It's an anemic newspaper. But at any rate, I was just trying to think, what are some of the things that, are clever, evil people? And I came up with a couple when I was reading through quickly or when I went back. And one is guns. And clever, evil people with guns and pushing guns. Because of the Constitution or whatever. And so we have a right to, and you can't take them away, and everybody has a right to. There are more guns in the United States than people. And more people in the United States are using those guns to either kill themselves or kill other people. And they're not using the old musket rifle, but they're using war guns and material to kill people. And clever people make all kinds of excuses not to try to control our guns in our country. And we are the worst in the world. There are more guns, there's more suicide through guns, and there's more violent murders with guns than any other people nation in the world. I mean, just compare per capita with Japan and the United States. Just compare per capita in use and violence with Australia. It's mind-boggling. It's a no-brainer, at least in my brain. It's a no-brainer that we can do something about controlling the guns. Yeah. Okay. That was one thing. 2, as far as I thought it was interesting because I know of a case when I was on in a juror and so forth. It says former Central Kentucky church treasurer pleads guilty to stealing more than $500,000 from the church. And I think you do that, you can do that, and you can be clever in doing that. But even when you're clever, sometimes you can be caught. And this person was. I think it was in Georgetown, Kentucky. And then in the sports world, I guess especially here in Lexington, as far as one of our best running backs is not playing now. He's suspended because of some type of alcohol problem and another problem. Nobody knows what the other problem is, but he's in his second suspended game. But you know what? We need him. We'll try to get him back out of suspension. And in the paper that says he's going to be back, I think, early in October. Sometimes the sports world has clever ways of taking care of some of their problems. Oh, then I'm not going to say much about this because it's too hot. Your, mine, our country's concept of abortion and what the one side says and what the other side says. And I find that both sides, with good and bad people, are sort of clever in their attitude and their judgment calls. You know, I think it does seem like evil people are more clever than good people. Abortion. And the other, as far as I think, it's what is Jesus really trying to say? Well, I think he's really trying to say you're supposed to be a child of light, not a person of darkness. So we're called to be clever, good people, is the ideal. His disciples were called to be good people and to be clever, good people. We're called to be Christians. And we're called to be good Christians and clever Christians. I think that's what Jesus is calling us to be good people, a clever human being doing good. Well, I sort of emphasize, as Jesus did there, as far as the evil steward. Who's a positive steward? Let me give you two, at least I found also in the same three newspapers. And that one was our Pope, Pope Francis, who went on tour or went on in another country and blasted the evil of the war that this world is in. I think he's an intelligent, good, clever person. And then finally, you can't get around it, whether it's in the newspaper or on the news, is Queen Elizabeth II, an elderly, long-lived, clever, good person who happens to be Anglican, but that makes her all the more possibly being a good person. Are you Christ's disciple? Are you a good disciple? And am I a good, clever disciple of Jesus Christ? I hope so. Have a good day.